Hello and welcome back to my road to completion guide for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. We're now in episode number 3 and it's boss fight time, guys. A great way to kick off this episode. Let's go into our menu here. Let's select the first inventory slot here in our prosthetic tools and let's equip the Shinobi firecracker, okay? Now notice on the right it says Spirit Emblem cost 2. And then in the bottom right it says we have 2 of 15 Spirit Emblems. If you guys remember in the previous episode, we got 2 Spirit Emblems while we were at the temple. After we talked to the sculptor, it was kind of free. It was part of a tutorial. So we got those 2 for free, okay? Now, let me explain this to you guys. I'm only going to use the firecracker once, okay? Because I've only got 2 Spirit Emblems. We're all going to use the firecracker once as soon as we get down here to do some damage on this boss, kind of in the first 20 seconds of the fight, right? If you guys want more firecrackers, all you need to do is take the coins that you have. I have 91. You should have about the same. Go back to the idol over there and you guys can buy more Spirit Emblems if you want. You can also kill some of these enemies around here that are easy. Get you some coins. Remember, just hold square to loot their body. And you guys can have more uses when you get down here. That will speed the fight up, okay? I'm not really trying to speed this fight up because there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about when it comes to this fight that will not only benefit you now, but will benefit you later on with future boss fights. So I'm only going to use mine once. But again, if you guys want to buy some more, it will speed this fight up. And I'll tell you when to use them. I'm not going to be using them, but I'll tell you in this fight, use your firecracker here. Okay. And basically when the horse stuns, you guys can get maybe 3 or 4 hits in, you know, and that's going to do more damage than I'm going to be doing in this tutorial. Okay. So make sure you have that equipped. In order to use a firecracker or your prosthetic tools, you have to hit R2, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to jump down into this arena. The boss is going to come out. We're going to go into our options, to our inventory, and we're going to pop that Ico's sugar. Just hit X twice, okay? And you guys will use it from your menu, okay? That's going to give us a boost, an attack power boost. We're going to meet the boss somewhere in the arena. We're just going to run straight toward it, lock on. And then it's going to rear up on its back 2 legs, the horse wheel. I want you guys to hit it 4 times, just R1 4 times, not a charged R1, anything like that. Just tap R1 4 times and then hit R2 once. You're going to throw the firecrackers down and then I want you guys to just spam R1. Some of you guys are going to get 5 hits. If you're good, you're going to get like 7 hits. And when I say good, I don't mean it's based on your skill level. I should say that it's just based on what he does. Sometimes he gets stuck in the environment and you guys can get 7 hits in, okay? So it really just depends on how long he stays in front of you. But that's going to do a massive amount of damage. His first health bar, you're probably going to have him down to about 50% health, maybe 60. And then of course his posture gauge is going to be extremely high, okay? Now, very important, as soon as he rides away, you guys are, everybody, all of us are going to get the prompt, the grapple prompt, the one with the upside down triangle in it that we talked about in the previous episode when we were encountering the snake. You guys want to be, you want to be close enough to him to where you can grapple because you'll swing yourself toward him using the grapple hook, okay? When you fall down, you want to hit him twice, just like that, okay? In most cases, he will stun. Now, it depends on how many hits you got on him the first time, right? 5 to 7 hits. If he doesn't stun after 2 hits, you want to block. He's going to ride away. And you guys are going to get another grappling hook icon. Swing to him again. That time, he will stun, okay? Just keep hitting him. You'll hear him stun. He'll make kind of a noise and he'll also go back up on it. The horse will raise up again. And then you guys just want to keep spamming him until he rides away. That's going to be the first phase of this fight. It's very important that you guys do that because you're going to do just a ton of damage to him. And then that's going to set you up for, you know, getting his first death blow really quick. Okay. So I wanted to explain all that because once we jump down here, it's going to get crazy. Okay. So let's hop in here and get this thing started. As soon as you hear him come out of the gate, okay, you'll hear him screaming at you. Go in here, pop the Ico sugar, X twice, lock on. Run toward him. 1, 2, 3, 4, R2, and then spam it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got all 7 in. See the grapple? Hit him twice. 1, 2. See how he's stunned, and then just keep spamming it. See how his posture gauge is super high? Right? So we're very close to his first death blow. Now what I want you guys to do, man, I could have grappled right there, but he was too far away. I want you guys to just block, okay? I want you guys to get used to his regular attack pattern here. So you're gonna block, he's gonna ride towards you, break to the right. Notice, rides toward me, breaks to the right, you block, and then you get out of there by sprinting. So you're blocking, sprinting, blocking, sprinting, just like that. Anytime I tell you guys to reset the fight, this is what you're looking for, okay? Very calm, he'll do this all day long. Sometimes he'll do a little weird thing like that, but for the most part, that's his pattern. Now notice that when he rides toward me, I need to get out of here because there is a obstacle behind me. Let me get over here. Notice, guys, that when he rides toward me, it's straight. See, the horse is coming straight at me. Notice, straight at me. Then it breaks to the right, okay? So what we want to do is we want to jump kick off of the horse. You guys know we talked about that. You can jump kick off of walls and enemies. When we do that, two things are going to happen. One, he's going to ride around in a circle and try to hit us with his spear. Or he's going to ride off into the distance and we're going to get the ability to grapple to him again, okay? If he goes around in a circle and tries to hit you with the spear, you're just going to block like we're doing now. And then he will ride off into the distance and you can grapple. So it's going to eventually lead to you guys being able to grapple him, okay? It just comes down to whether he's going to attack you or not, okay? So let's try that. Again, just jump and then hit X again and then block just in case he comes around for an attack like he did for me. And now watch, he's going to ride away. You guys can grapple, hit him twice. 1, 2. Now that time he rode away. That's fine. Most of the time you guys are going to be able to get 2 hits in. 1, 2, and then block. Now, if he swings over your head like he did with me with the spear, you can get the 3rd hit in. Then you just back away after you block. We'll do that again, okay? Coming at me, jump kick off, block in case he comes to me. He didn't. Get real close. If you're too far away, you're not going to be able to grapple. 1, 2, block. He swings over my head, hit him again, and just block. Block, block, block until he's done. Then get out of there. I told you guys that if you're far away from the boss and you block, you can get your posture gauge back. Make sure that you do that. It's giving you that tutorial as well on the left. Notice his posture gauge, okay? His posture gauge is almost full. His health is so low, see that? That his posture gauge is going to be maintained right there. It's barely going to trickle down. Anytime an enemy has a lot of health, their posture gauge tends to go down a lot quicker. If they're low on health like he is now, the posture gauge doesn't move hardly. And your posture gauge works very similar, guys. So anytime you're low on health, you want to make sure you get away, heal quickly. Even though, you know, you might be good with the boss, you might feel like you got the strategy down pat, heal anyway, okay? Because your posture gauge is really going to be the thing that kills you, because if he breaks your posture, he gets you staggered, he's going to be able to get some hits in, right? And once you're staggered, it doesn't matter how good you know the boss, you're staggered, right? You got no defense, and then the boss can kill you, right? So let's go ahead and get this first death blow in. We're going to jump kick, block. Okay, he's not coming around, he's riding away. We're going to grapple, go for the hits. Death blow. I just spammed him right there, guys, because I knew he was ready for a death blow. But you guys, obviously, only 2 hits. And then, like I said, if he swipes his spear across your head like that, where did he go? I lost my lock on. That's not good. I might get hit here. Okay, we're fine. Now, if you guys picked up the firecracker, actually, guys, if he does that, just block it and then just run away if he puts the spear in the ground like that. Now, if you guys picked up some firecrackers during that first phase, I will show you how to incorporate those. Of course, I'm not going to be able to because I don't have any, but I will show you guys how. Let's reset the fight. You're going to jump kick, block, he's running away, grapple. As soon as you land, swipe 1 time, you would throw the firecracker, he would stun, you would hit him maybe 3 or 4 times, right? And then you would get out of there. That's how you would incorporate those firecrackers. And that's just going to give you guys a lot more hits than I'm getting, right? But just remember, on the second phase, which is the phase we're on now, you're not going to be able to get as many hits in, guys, because when you throw those firecrackers down, he recovers a lot quicker on the second phase than the first phase. So you might want to go ahead and save those firecrackers for the second phase. Just don't get greedy when you use them, right? Also remember this, with firecrackers, some enemies you can stun repeatedly, which means you can throw down a firecracker, you can hit them one time, you can throw down another firecracker, and they can never move, okay? Not this boss. This boss, you have to wait like maybe 15-20 seconds in between your uses for it to take effect. So if you decide to use the firecrackers, just be aware of that as well, okay? Let's reset this fight. And go ahead and block again. He's riding away. Get the grapple. 2 hits. 1, 2, block. And that time I accidentally hit the R1 button a 3rd time. So luckily, he just, you know, did the spear attack over my head. Any other attack would have hit me right there. And then we'll just reset it. And that's it, guys. Rinse and repeat till he's dead. Again, it's going to take me a lot longer than it is for you guys, because I'm going about this kind of the long way. This fight could have been ended a long time ago, but I just want to make sure you guys have a good handle on the patterns, get real comfortable with this boss. Okay, go. 2. Now see right there, he's stunned. Anytime he stuns, just continuously attack him until he rides away. It's like that. A lot of times he'll stun after he does that attack where he swings his spear around. A lot of times he'll stun right there. Boom. Okay, he's riding away. See that one? A lot of times he'll stun right here. That time he didn't. That's fine. He stuns at weird phases, and he also stuns after you hit him so many times. Block that attack, and then he's going to put the spear in the ground. Just run away from it. Real simple. There he goes. 2 attacks. 1, 2. Block. See how he swings it over my head? And just keep blocking. Now, sometimes you're going to get hit when he's jumping like that because the camera angle gets real weird, and you might lose your lock on. But you guys have 3 healing gourds. Just back away. Get your heal in. Reset the fight. You'll be good to go. Okay. Block in case he comes to hit us. He's not. Now, I'm not going to hit him now because of the fire. See the fire right there? The fire can hurt you guys, and it can hurt you really fast. So I wouldn't try to get any hits in when he's around the fire like that. Just wait until he's in a better position, okay? 1, 2. Block. Hit him again. Block. Do that. Just keep blocking. Keep blocking until you know he's done. Get out of there. Get your posture back. It's like that. Again, this is a very long fight without the firecrackers. But again, I wanted this to be a long fight because I wanted you to see what he does. Grapple up. 1, 2. Block. He swings over. Hit him again. Block. Get out of there. And you actually don't want to be around the walls either, guys, because you will lose your lock on sometimes when you're close to those walls. So be real careful about that as well. Block in case he comes around. Wait for the grapple. There it is. 1, 2. And he's stunned. There's the death blow. Ball game.
Forgive me. Kenichiro. Forgive me.
Boom, there's your trophy. Hopefully that was enough information for you guys. If not, leave me a comment. I'll do my best to answer any questions that you guys have. But that was a really good demonstration as to how the fight would go. Remember, anytime you grapple to him, if you decide to go back and get firecrackers, as soon as you land, slash 1 time with the regular R1, throw the firecracker, and then maybe hit him 3-4 times. When it comes to the second phase of the fight, if you try that, I probably would only hit him. Twice. I would hit him once, throw the firecracker, hit him twice, and then block. Okay, because he's going to be a little bit quicker on the second phase than the first phase. This is the memory I was telling you guys about. We're going to use that here in a second. And then we're also going to get the mechanical barrel, which is going to allow us to upgrade our prosthetic tools once we get the New Game Plus, okay? And that's it. You guys will get a bunch of experience. See the XP chiming in the top there? Then we'll head over this way. And we have an idol, which is great. Gonna lock in all this progress, but before we do, let's rest at the idol. Get all your health back, your healing gourds, all the good stuff. And then we want to increase our attack power, okay? So right now it's attack power 1. You see there we have memory 1 of 1 underneath the prayer beads. We're gonna use that memory, confront the memory, give it a few seconds, hit okay. And then boom, our attack power has enhanced. And then on the right there, you'll see now attack power is at 2. So that's really good for us. Okay, now let's just open up the gate, because that's where we're going next. But before we do that, we want to lock in all this progress and back it up with a save. Dashboard. And I don't think I've showed you guys this. I'll try to do a note at the end of episode 1. I'll go back and do some post commentary probably, but the way that you load up a save, I need to show you guys that. So let's go ahead and save like we normally do. Save data in system storage, copy to USB. I need to show you guys how to load this up. Like I said, I'm gonna probably go back in and do this for episode 1 because I forgot to do that. But I'll show you here just in case I didn't go back and do it in episode 1. But if I didn't, I'll definitely leave a note in the comments. Well, let's just say that you guys died to that boss, okay? You're gonna need to load back up your safety save, right? I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Man, I wish I would have done that with live commentary. I just totally slipped my mind. I might even go back and do it in episode 2 as well. So let's just say hypothetically that the boss is not dead yet. We just did a safety save before the boss, right? We're loading back in. We're about to fight the boss and we die. I'll show you guys what to do to load back up your save. I didn't even have that in my notes, believe it or not. Most people know how to do this, but there's some people who don't. So I want to be very clear as to how this works. So we do a safety save, we run and we fight the boss, he kills us, right? We go to a loading screen after we die, we're completely dead. I told you guys earlier that you can resurrect, but I'm talking about you are dead, right? You're gone, you hit a loading screen, right? So what do? You want to just quit out, okay? Dashboard again, go back into your settings, application save data management with the game. But this time you want to go here. Or if you've been storing all your stuff in online storage, you're going to want to go here, right? Wherever your save file is, that's where you want to go. Mine's on my USB, okay? I want to copy that file back over to my system. See that? System storage, right? Get the file, copy it over, okay? Say yes. And then just, press O to get back out, go back into the game. That's how you boot back up your save. Like your safety save. Like when I spawn in now, I'm just going to be in front of the gate because that's where my last save was. But you guys get the point. If you die to that boss, you can just go back to your safety save and you guys will be back up there on the castle gate wall, right? Looking down at the arena, ready to basically fight the boss for the first time again. You guys can keep replaying that over and over and over, right? I'm going to put that into episode 1, I think. I've already edited episode 1. I took a little break and edited just to make sure everything was good with all my software and everything. So I'm gonna go back and do that before I render it. I'm gonna be rendering that one tonight when I go to sleep. That way when I wake up tomorrow, you guys can get episode 1 and then I should have these things flowing every 6 to 12 hours. That's how long these things take to render sometimes. So I'll get them up as fast as possible. I just wish this patch wouldn't have come through. I'm always scared about these patches coming through, which is why I really don't think I'll cover RTCs or do RTC series in the future. Like on day 1, I might purposefully wait for some of these games to, have 20 or 30 days out on the market, see what kind of patches come through, because it ruins my production time on this end of things. All right, guys, now that we have the save set up, let's go up here We're going to kill this enemy. Just do your slashing attack. Kill him. Press square to get his coins. All right. Grapple up here. Sprint. Kill this enemy. Backstab. You got 2 enemies in front of you here. I would not try killing the enemy on the right. I would just kill the enemy on the left. Okay. Well, I mean, basically you could kill either one of them, but just kill the one on the left just to keep this thing simple. And don't worry about the other one. As soon as you kill this guy, just go and press square, get all the loot, and then come back over here and rest at the idol again. We need to farm 760 coins. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I did not buy spirit emblems for this fight, is because the farming wouldn't take as long. And I kind of just wanted you guys to see that fight for a long time. So for some of you who bought the firecrackers, that's going to make the boss fight easier. You'll just have to farm maybe, you know, 2 or 3 more trips here to get the 760 coins that we need to buy some things here in a second. Now, this enemy that we're killing right here is actually known as a rat in the game. And there's a quest line that we're going to be getting into here in a second with an NPC. And because we've already killed that rat, we're going to get credit for it when we get to the NPC. And we're going to be able to get another item in the game, or another skill tree, I should say. And what's cool about this game is that you actually don't have to talk to the NPC. Well, I'll say in certain instances, this is one of them. You don't have to talk to the NPC to get the quest line before you actually fulfill it. You can actually fulfill the quest line first, or I guess the quest, the quest line. You can fulfill it first, right? And then talk to the NPC second, which is great. Oh, that time I didn't get my death blow. These enemies right here, guys, are pretty tough if you're new to the game. There's definitely ways to kill them, but we just want to get our backstabs in and then leave. They can throw poison at you. Their hats are basically shields, and you can only break them with your axe, which we do have the axe, but there's really no need for us to use up our spirit emblems, right? If we don't need to. We're basically just skipping that one on the right. And again, we're only farming 760 coins, so it's not that big of a deal. Skip that one. I think they give like 48 coins, so you're losing 48 coins per trip, but again, it's only 760 coins that we're working towards, so the rest we're going to be able to get using our coin purses. And then we'll be all set up. We're basically saving up for another gourd seed, which is really good. Going to cost us 1,000 coin, and then we're going to get some more Fistful of Ash. Now you guys are noticing that right now, as we kill that gunner, you guys have the chance of getting Fistful of Ash off the gunner. All the gunners in the game will drop ash. Okay, so that's why I want you guys to kill that gunner as we go up the stairs here. See if you can get some of those drops. Just know that even if you guys don't get any drops here, I have the guide built in such a way that even if you don't get any of the drops for the ash, there'll still be enough in the game for us to just pick up, so that when we do get to a boss and we need to use that item, regardless of how many has dropped randomly for you, you will still have enough. I've built the guide that way. Also notice that we're getting XP. We're at 5 now. Okay. So that's going to help us get to our 125 XP. That's really where this game gets, I guess it's going to take a lot of time to get your trophies, is acquiring all the skills and then upgrading all your prosthetic tools. That's really where this game ends up being a time crunch. And to be honest with you guys, if we didn't have a trophy where we had to upgrade our tools, we could actually do this in one playthrough. We could platinum in one playthrough. The lapis lazuli that you need to upgrade your tools, you only get 6 per run, and you need like I think 10, I believe, to upgrade everything. So that forces you to play New Game Plus, and then you pretty much have to get to the end of the game to be able to get the other 4 that you need. So I know when I initially built this guide, I was like, shoot, we're gonna be able to get this thing done in New Game. But then I noticed the lapis lazuli, and I was like, dang it. All right, I think we have enough now. Yeah, 779, perfect. Just need 760, guys. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to scroll down in my notes. If you guys ever see me sprinting like this and then I stop, I have to click down on my notes over here. So kind of funny to watch. Because it's like it doesn't make any sense. He's sprinting and then he stops. All right, let's talk to this NPC.
Another rat. But those eyes. A starving wolf. Before I kill you, tell me your name. Tell me your name! No name to give. You shinobi are all the same. You die nameless, with no one to mourn. However, your left arm, a prosthetic shinobi arm, it reminds me of... That's it. A one-armed wolf. I like it. Which means Sekiro. That is what I shall name you. Who are you? I am the Tengu of Ashina. Come, Sekiro. Care to hunt some rats with me? What? Rats have snuck into Ashina, scurrying about like they own the place. There are all kinds of rats out there, and they must be cut down. Every last one of them. It seems you have a talent for killing. Allow me to help you hone that talent. What'll it be, Sekiro? Will you hunt rats with me?
Yep, we're going to accept that quest.
Very well. Excellent. You'll need this if you're with me, Sekiro.
And there it is. He's just giving you an idea of, you know, where the rats are and stuff like that. But we've already killed the rats, so we're good to go. Press OK.
What is this? The face of a rat, and where it makes its home. Go and kill it. If you do, I will give you something that will aid you in battle.
All right, we'll give this a few seconds and talk to him again.
Looks like you've caught yourself some rats. Yes. I knew you had a talent for killing. Wonderful. Here's your reward. Take it.
And there it is, the Ashina Esoteric Text. That's another skill tree that, of course, we're going to upgrade in New Game Plus.
This is... the ways of the Ashina Blade. It's our school of fighting. But there are no hard and fast rules. You just win your battles. That alone is the most important rule of the Ashina style. I hope it can be of assistance with your rat hunting. And most of all, your own battles you've yet to fight.
There we go. We'll come up here, go to the left, pick up another light coin purse. Then we'll come over here and grapple up. And then if you look back to the right, you'll be able to grapple up again. And then just kind of edge out around this, the top part of the tower here. Get on this beam. Then you see you got a broken beam here, right? If you jump and hit square, if you're close enough, you'll grab up. Just like that. And then bam, over here in the chest is another prayer bead. If you guys have been keeping count, this is going to be prayer bead number 4. See there, currently the wolf has 4 beads in his possession. That means we can upgrade our vitality bar, okay? Which is really good. Again, I told you guys we were going to be focusing on that at the beginning of the run. I want you guys to get a lot of health, a lot of gourd seeds so you can heal. That way you guys are set up for some of the trickier bosses in the game. All right, let's come out here. We'll take a left. And up the stairs is another member of the memorial mob. So we'll talk to him.
Care to purchase an offering?
Another one.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the memorial mob. A battlefield is our paradise. Go ahead. Buy an offering.
And we definitely want to buy. But before that, guys, we want to sell. So let's go to sell items. Let's go down here. Let's sell the heavy coin purse. Then we're also going to sell the light coin purse. See, we have 1379. Okay. Press O. Go back into purchase. And now we want to purchase the Fistful of Ash. Just press down on the D-pad and you can buy all of them at once. 360. Okay. Boom. Now you notice on the right there it says number held 10 of 10. in storage, right? We got 11. So we have 11 in storage because we've picked up some along the way. Now you might not have 11 in your game because maybe the gunner that we were killing over there on the steps, maybe he didn't drop any ash for you, right? But you should definitely have the 12 that we just purchased, right? And then maybe a little bit more, okay? Then we're going to come down here and buy the Gourd seed. Very important. That's going to be 1,000. And of course, that's why we had to farm the 760 coins, because we're pretty much flat broke at this moment. All right, so we'll exit.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the memorial mob. Wherever your travels take you, make sure you bring some offerings.
All right, we're going to hit right on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, and then we're going to go to the temple. All right, let's head over here and talk to Emma again. We've got to give her that gourd seed that we just purchased.
Notice anything different?
Yes.
Like what?
I died. The divine heir's voice reached out to me, and suddenly I was alive again.
So you died, and now you're alive again. So that means it has to do with resurrection.
Resurrection?
Lord Kuro. It's said to be a power of the divine heir's dragon heritage. Those who have been given the power of resurrection, they are revived upon death, repeatedly.
Impossible.
Yes, it is rather strange, and yet it is happening here and now. Let me know if you notice any more changes. I don't think the power of resurrection comes without a cost.
All right, talk to her again.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
And here we go. Give her the gourd seed. Yes. All right, you can hit O after that.
Goodbye.
And now when we come over to the idol, you hit right on the D-pad, get back on your healing gourds. You can see we have 3. But as soon as we rest, bam, now we have 4, which is really cool. Now let's enhance our physical attributes. You can see we have the 4 out of 4 prayer beads right there. Our vitality is currently 11. Go ahead and say yes to that. Boom, the first prayer necklace, okay? And you'll see when we go back into our menu here now, our vitality is 11. It also helps your posture as well. But mainly, you know, I guess all they're focused on here in the menu is just showing you the vitality, but it also helps your posture. So we can exit out of here. Actually, we can just fast travel from this idol. We need to go back to the Hirata estate and travel to the estate path. All right, let's hop up here. Now, in order to avoid all these enemies, just stay on top of the wall, okay? We want to definitely pick up the Fistful of Ash right here. Then we can head through the shortcut, just keep sprinting and these guys won't follow you. There are some enemies up there. See the guy with the torch? To avoid them, jump up here. Jump over the wall. Just stay in here until you pass them. And then they won't bother you when you jump up here. Actually, we need to jump up there, okay? See how they're over on that side? They won't bother you, okay? All right, so now we want to add on a new prosthetic tool. So let's go to the empty slot. Let's put on the loaded axe and also the loaded shuriken. We're going to be using all 3 of these in this next section, okay? Now, let me scroll down in my notes. All right, we're good. We're about to fight this mini boss. We want to kill this guy normally, this first guy, if the other guy doesn't hit you. Let's kill this guy. And then switch to your loaded axe. You can do that, guys, by hitting triangle. Every time you hit triangle, it'll switch it down there. Just switch to the axe and then hit R2 and bust through their shield and then immediately spam R1 and you guys will basically destroy their shield and then you'll death blow them at the same time. Then make sure you collect all the goodies, okay? Hold down the square button. Now switch to your shuriken, target the guy with the torch, stay about right here though, throw one and then back away, okay? We want to make sure that nobody's behind us over here. And we're just going to kind of pull these enemies toward us because there's a mini boss in that area and we don't want to have to fight the mini boss with all the smaller enemies around. Okay. Spam through this dude's attacks. I like to wait till he charges me, to be honest with you, because when he's running, he's in an animation. What you guys can do is jump toward him like that. And when you jump toward him, just, you know, spam R1 and you'll hit him 2 times on the way down, and then just spam R1 again. And you should be able to break their posture pretty quick. But right there, he kind of got stuck walking back and forth like that for me. So I just kind of took a hit and got him riled up again. But ideally, you want to catch him when he's coming across this bridge running at you with the torch in his left hand. Jump at him like that, boom, you guys will be set up. Now when you get to this part, above my head off in the distance is an archer, okay? To the right of him somewhere, actually you can probably see him from here, that's the mini boss, above my head off in the distance, okay? So what you're trying to do here is pull, not really pull the archer, but kill the archer. You're gonna take 3 hits with the shuriken. Just kind of inch up here and keep hitting R3 like that until you're able to target the archer. When you do, you want to throw 3, just like that. Immediately come up here, dive off into the bushes, and you're good. Just like that. That way the mini boss doesn't know where you are. He's not, you know, going to come at you or anything like that. See, he's still down there walking. That way we can come over here and kill these 2 guys. So we're going to death blow the first guy, and then just spam through the other guys' attacks, just like that. If he tries to hit you, just keep spamming, okay? Now you see that the mini boss knows where we're at, okay? That's fine. We're gonna run away. Now some of you guys, he's not gonna notice where you are, and you might can go on up there and get your death blow in, but don't be tempted by that, because I want you guys to set up a save just in case you die here. You won't have to worry about defeating all those enemies again and everything like that, right? So come over here. I'm just hitting O. If you guys spam O, you can swim through the water really quick. Come up here and wait. Now some of you are gonna have to wait like maybe 10 seconds. I didn't have to wait that long. Just wait for the music to die down and the name to disappear in the top left, okay? We can pop a healing gourd if we need to, right? And we're gonna come back over here. Again, I'm just spamming O so I can swim really fast. Grapple up. Kick jump. Crouch. And we want to just get an idea of where he is. See, he's right there. I like to come over here when he's not looking. I like to grapple back up here and jump back into the bushes. Okay. Then when I'm here, I will go ahead and save. Okay. And set up a save. Save data management. Save data in system. Copy. Boom. There it is, guys. See, no enemies, just us and the mini boss. Now some of you guys, the game is going to spawn you off in the river back there. That's fine. Just meet us up here. Grapple up top again. I do like to sneak up behind this dude when I'm above him so I can see him really clearly, because there's a lot of bushes in the area. The main thing is that all the enemies are dead. The spawn point, wherever it puts you off at, is really not the big deal here. Let's switch to our firecrackers. I'm gonna start running. Now what you're trying to do here, guys, is find the correct spacing, okay? There's an attack that he does where he will try to attack you 4 times in succession. That's the attack that you guys want to do your charged R1. See where I'm at right now? That's what's going to allow him to do that move. You got to be within range, okay? You might take some hits in this fight. It might take you a couple of tries, but you guys can do this, okay? See how I'm kind of close to him? If it looks like he's going to do anything with that spear that's not the 4 attack, I'm just running toward the camera, okay? See how close I am right now? And then he does the 4 attack. You can throw down a firecracker, try to get you a charged R1 in afterwards, okay? So now you're hitting him twice. 1 time, and then you're doing the firecracker, and then you're hitting them again, right? I will tell you guys this, when you do that second charged R1 after the firecracker, I would back up about a half a step. If you don't back up, a lot of times, in other words, if you throw the firecracker and then you try to do a charged R1 from where you're standing when you throw the firecracker, at that time I just messed that up. Went a little bit too early. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you do a charged R1 and then you throw the firecracker down, and then you try to do another charged R1 from where you threw the firecracker, you will probably miss him completely. I don't know what it is about the nature of this fight or this particular enemy type, maybe his body type, but you just end up going to the left of him when you charge up like that. You'll just miss him completely. So I would encourage you guys to back up about a half a step, or just get a regular R1 attack in, you know, just a normal R1 attack like that. Just do some damage, right? Because missing, it's not cool. See if we can get him to do the 4 attack again. There it is. This is about timing and spacing, okay? That's what this fight is all about. Timing and spacing. This is why I had you guys practice so much in that opening tutorial. I hope you guys did practice a lot in that opening tutorial area. Back up a little bit, charge it up, boom, he's gone. Just like that. Death blow time, and that is it. And we're going to get another prayer bead. I told you guys we're going to be focused on the prayer beads and the gourd seeds for quite some time, okay? So now we're going to head this way. You can see the fog is going to get lifted. Right now that we've defeated the mini boss. I forgot to pick up the money. And we'll head over here, rest at the idol. Get all of our health back, all of our healing gourds. And then we're going to set up another save, lock in that progress so you guys never have to fight that mini boss again. Save that in system storage, copy. All right, guys, let's keep it going. There's a spirit emblem right there. I was telling you guys you could find those out in the environment. That's a prime example of how they look when they're just floating around like that. Now, we need to kill a treasure carp here. I told you guys in an earlier part of the run, we actually passed a treasure carp, and I was like, hey, don't worry about it. I might have even said something like skip the fish or something like that. I can't remember what I said, but I said don't worry about it. We're going to come back and fight, or I guess collect the treasure carp scale later on, right? And that's true. We are going to go back to that area and get those carp scales, but there's actually a carp up here that we need to kill. Basically, treasure carp scales you can use for currency at certain vendors. And we need those for later on in the run to pick up some stuff to upgrade our prosthetic tools with. But in order to kill this treasure carp, you just want to target it, sprint toward it like that, or swim fast, and then just hit R1 one time. And that's going to be enough to kill it. Now, I'm explaining this so much to you guys because it's possible for the treasure carp to swim away. A lot of times it'll swim over here and get up against this rock, and then it'll just disappear. Now, if it disappears, I didn't want you guys to freak out and think that you had messed up, okay? This treasure carp will respawn in this area. Maybe, I will say no more than 15 seconds after it leaves the area, okay? So just kind of wait. It'll spawn back in, target it. Again, just spam O when you get close to it. You know, hit R1. It only takes one hit to kill it and you're good. You can also hold down R1 like this, kind of dart through the water, if you want to kill it that way, okay? So just make sure you kill that treasure carp. We need that scale, okay? We'll head this way, break down this wall, keep running, some more spirit emblems, and then we're just going to jump kick off this wall all the way up to the top. Now, this is a very tricky part, okay? I want you guys to be on your firecrackers. Notice above my head, if I can get an angle on this dude, above my head, well, shoot, above my head, off in the distance there on the roof is an enemy. This is a very dangerous enemy, okay, for this leg of the race, especially if you're new to the game. This enemy will eventually be an enemy type that we have to defeat as a mini boss in the game, but we don't have to kill it now. We just need the item that's on the bottom floor of this temple. Okay, it's another prosthetic tool. You guys know we have to collect all those for a trophy. This one's called Miss Raven's Feathers. Okay, we need to collect that. Now what we're gonna do is run up here, spam square to get the door open. We're gonna get those iframes. We're gonna sprint this way. Okay, notice that I rotated my camera so I could look back this way. We're gonna target the enemy, throw a firecracker down, run back up here, grab the feathers, and then immediately sprint in this direction and walk off the side of this place. Be really still, and these enemies right here will not know that you're here. Okay, I know that was fast, so you may want to rewatch that. But the short of it is that we just used the iframes to get the door open, right? We rotated our camera so that we could see where we were going because he was attacking us. Because what'll happen, guys, if you don't run away from that door, he's gonna hit you. And then he's gonna knock you inside of that room where that bell is, right? And it's gonna be hard for you guys to maneuver in there, okay? So you wanna run away from him. And then you just target him, throw the firecrackers down. When he's stunned, you'll have plenty of time to go up there and get the tool and then get out of there, right? But you do not want to fight him unless you're just really comfortable with the combat in this game, okay? Now we're going to sprint this way. We're going to skip those enemies by coming down here, grappling, jump kick, and sprint past them, okay? And now you guys are going to get to see a very familiar face.
Father.
It's you. I'm afraid I made a bit of a blunder. Perhaps the years have finally caught up with me. Don't bother tending to my wounds, no point. It's too late. Wolf, you must take this.
He's going to give us the hidden temple key, so we'll take that.
This is
The key to the secret temple in the estate mansion. You'll find him. The divine heir. Going through the front is not an option. You'll never get past the fire.
Yes, sir. Perhaps the cliff's just outside of here.
Yes. Return to the estate entrance and look for a side road along the cliffs. Take the back entrance through the cemetery. That's your way in.
Understood.
Wolf, never forget the Iron Code.
Yes.
The Master is absolute. Wolf, protect your Master with your life.
Father.
All right, the plot thickens. That explains what happens to our father 3 years ago. We'll hop down here. Now the game is wanting you guys to grapple over there, but in case you miss, you're going to fall off into the water here. And I didn't want you guys to get turned around. So the way to get back up is just to grapple up to this branch and then grapple up here. You can see that's where the game wanted you to be. This is where you should be. Okay, so whichever way that happens, you'll be good to go. Okay, we'll sprint through here. We don't have to worry about killing any of these enemies. All the way down to the end of the cave or the tunnel, and then boom, kick jump up this wall, and you're out. And then over here is an idol, so we can get our health back, and we can go and rest and make another save. Rest up, lock in all that progress. We're about to fight another mini boss. There will be another save we're gonna make because we got to clear some enemies out. You guys know how we do it. We clear the enemies out, then we try to get a stealth death blow on the mini boss. We're gonna do that up there, but there's a lot of enemies between here and there, so I wanted you guys to lock this progress in, so you don't have to do, you don't have to get those Miss Raven's feathers over again, right? That might have been tricky for some of you guys. All right, and we're back into the game. We can skip these enemies up here, guys, by getting on top of the roof, just like that. See that? Yeah, there's a bunch of enemies down there. We can just skip them all. Just keep running. Drop down over here. Keep going. Now they can still shoot you with flame arrows and stuff, so you want to be careful about that. On the rare occasion they may try to follow you. See where the water is? They may try to follow you guys. If they do, come over here and crouch down behind this rock, and you know, just give it like 20 or 30 seconds and they'll forget about you, right? And then run back. On the rare occasion they will. Most of the time they just try to shoot you with arrows, okay? Now we have a mini boss. See that? We want to clear all these enemies out first, okay? So we're going to come over here, get the stealth death blow. This guy's going to wave his torch. He always does. Trying to rally the troops, but it's too late. He died. Kill him. Switch to our loaded shuriken. We're going to crouch. We're going to go in between these two rocks, okay? And we want to focus on these three enemies. See, there's two of them right there, and then the third guy to the right. Want to kill him first because he's an archer, so he can shoot us at range. So we definitely want to take him out first. Going to take 3 shurikens to kill him, and then we're going to focus on trying to pull that enemy. If you do that correct, just like I've done it, you'll only pull these 2 guys. The 3 enemies that are near the mini boss will stay where they are. Okay, so you're kind of in this area. Okay, then you want to get these enemies to chase you back over here. You don't want to fight them up there, because if you get too close to the mini boss, you'll spawn him in. Okay, jump, hit that guy. Wait for this guy to attack. That wasn't the attack I was hoping he would do. Just want a regular attack like that. Notice how when I started fighting this guy, I was here. And as I was hitting him, he was backing up and the fight ended up here, right? That's why you don't want to start a fight with these enemies, you know, kind of up in the map, right? Because by the time you kill him, you'll be closer to the mini boss, and sometimes he'll spawn in. See what I mean? And you just don't want all these enemies running around at once trying to kill you, right? You want to kind of take them out in layers. So now we're going to switch to our axe. You can sprint through here, you'll be fine until you get to about this point where the steps are. Then crouch. Hug this wall. Now we're going to stealth death blow the first shield guy. This one, okay? Then we have another one over here. Now as soon as you go to kill this guy, the mini boss is going to, well, it could do a myriad of things, right? The worst case scenario though is that he's going to try to hit you with his sword, which is what we don't want. So we're going to play this thing safe. We're going to kill shield guy, and then we're going to run out into the open. Okay. We're waiting for the mini boss to drink. He's an alcoholic, by the way. It's pretty funny. We're waiting for him to drink, right? In most cases, he will drink immediately. When he drinks, you want to go over there and kill the other shield guy with your axe. Okay. If he doesn't drink right away, you just want to wait for him to drink. Just run around the area until he drinks. Or if the other shield guy is isolated and you can get the hit in, then go over there with your axe and get the kill. Okay, so we'll stealth death blow. Run away. He should drink. There he is drinking. Now we're going to come over here, get the axe kill. Get the death blow. Run away again. Now it's a 2-on-1, right? Kill this guy first because he's the easiest one. And run away. Now, we want to get a stealth death blow. Okay, we don't want to have to take off 2 bars of health on this enemy, right? So we're going to come over here behind our magic rock and wait for the area to reset. Notice the name of the mini boss in the top left. That will go away. See that? The music will fade down. You guys can come out here and see where he is. He should be walking back to the center. Sometimes he goes back and sits down on the steps. Want to see where he is. We don't want to aggro him again. You can also go underneath here. Right? See where he is. See how he's walking back? We could get a death blow now, But we could also mess that up, right? He could turn around or whatever. So boom, we set up a save. That way you guys are locked in. If you mess up, right? If anything goes wrong, you guys will have yourself a safety save and you won't have to kill all those enemies again. Run from the idol, get on the rooftops and all that kind of stuff, right? You can save yourself the hassle of doing all that stuff. All right, and boom, back into the game. All right, look at that, guys. Right here underneath the porch area. See, he's sitting back where he was, so that's fine. We'll just have to come back out here and rile him up a little bit. Come back over here and get behind our magic rock. He'll reset. I'm gonna get him to come out here a little bit first, though. That way we're guaranteed to have him walk back to the center of the map and not on the stairs. Wait for the music to die down and then the name to go away in the top left. That means he's lost us. Perfect. Now we should be able to get him when he's walking back the center, to the center of the map. Perfect. Got him. Now, you come over here, there's an NPC. Hit square to talk to him, spam through by hitting X, and now he will fight with you. Switch to your firecracker. Notice that I'm gonna pause this, guys, because this is gonna go really quick. Okay, the NPC only has so much health. Okay, you only have to take away one health bar from this enemy because we just got our stealth death blow in, right? Here's what you want to do. Every time the NPC hits the mini boss is going to forget that you even exist. Okay, he's going to turn his back to you. He's going to focus on the NPC. And the same thing happens when you hit the mini boss. When you hit the mini boss, he forgets about the NPC. See what I mean? So you're just going to basically tag team this mini boss. You're going to get a hit in, then you're going to sit back and wait for the NPC to get a hit in, and then you're going to trade just like that. You're going to be getting charged R1s. Okay, every time you do a charged R1, throw a firecracker down and get another hit in. Okay, and that's how we're going to be able to take this boss out. So wait till he spews his poison. See how he's aggroed to the NPC? So target, get behind him, charge up the R1, firecracker, charge up the R1, back away. Wait for the NPC to get the hit in. See how he's hitting him? Charge it up, firecracker, charge it up. And that time I missed just because of the physics. Okay, charge it up. That time I was too far away. Firecracker, time I was too far away. Charge it up. Boom. See how much damage we're doing to him, right? See, now he's aggroed to me. We're just waiting for the NPC to do his thing. See that? Boom. Charge it up. Firecracker, charge it up. One more hit and he's dead. That's it. Just that simple, guys. Okay, just that simple. Now if anything goes wrong, if the NPC dies early, or you get hit, because there's a chance you guys may get hit even though you're attacking the mini boss from behind, because he has one attack that kind of sweeps. It's like not a 360, but it's close, and he might be swinging at the NPC and then come around and hit you by accident, but you can just back away and heal. But if anything goes wrong, guys, you got the safety save, right? Just load back up, repeat that, and you guys will eventually get it. Okay, boom. Look at that. Another prayer bead. Currently, the wolf has 2 beads in his possession. We don't have to do anything else with the NPC, and it doesn't matter if the NPC lives or dies, guys. That does not affect any trophies you're going to get or anything like that, so don't worry if he dies. Make sure you guys pick up the light coin purse right here, and then we want to head this way. Actually, did I get everything in here? No, I still got some coins to collect. Okay. Head in here. There's going to be 2 enemies right there. We don't have to fight them, though. We want to skip them and go straight to the idol. Boom. Rest, get your healing gourds back, get your health back, and we're going to lock in that progress with another save, okay? Just like that. Dashboard. Save. And I need to take a break and get some water because my throat is absolutely killing me right now. So I'm gonna take a break. Be back in just a second and we'll finish this episode out. All right, guys, let's do a little 180 here. We're gonna come through here. There's gonna be 2 enemies. If you get through here real quick, you can normally just spam right through their attacks. See that? Boom, they're both dead. Now, let's go ahead and collect our coins. See? We'll come over here. Give this a few seconds for it to give you the prompt. You gotta wait for that oil to kick in there. See the prompt at the bottom, hug wall? This is a secret passage. See that? Come back over here. We'll pick up the light coin purse. Come through this way. We can grab some more divine confetti. Right here. Okay. Gonna get 2 of those. And then over here, hidden behind all these shelves and panels, is a treasure chest. And of course, that's gonna net us another prayer bead. See that? Currently, the wolf has 3 beads in his possession. So we need to get 1 more. We'll be good to go with making another necklace, right? Oh, let's go this way. Just back toward the loot there. So let me do that for you guys again because I got kind of turned around. Over here's the prayer bead. Come out of here, take a left. Just head back toward the loot that we didn't pick up. Take a right and you guys can find that secret wall. We're gonna go back to the idol. Now, you guys remember that hidden temple key that we just picked up from our father, right? If we keep going down this hallway here, that's where a boss is. The boss is not hard, and we're gonna be fighting the boss soon, but I want you guys to have some more health when we get there because it's a pretty long fight with the method I'm gonna show you guys. And like I said, I just wanna have a longer health bar, some more healing gourds and stuff like that. So we're gonna save that for later. For now, we wanna fast travel back over to the Ashina castle, okay? Actually the castle gate right here. We're actually about to fight one of my favorite mini bosses in the game, the Blazing Bull. I love this mini boss fight. Absolutely love it. All right, we'll head this way. We don't have to kill this guy this time. Just grapple up, continue to sprint, pass between these 2 guys, take a right. Over here's a wall that we can actually ledge up to. See that? Just make sure you guys are hitting squares so you can grab that ledge. And then up here's a grapple point, which I failed at right there. Grapple up and then come over here and pick up this light coin purse. Okay. Then over here is going to be some more Fistful of Ash right here. Look at that. And then we want to make sure that we kill this enemy. Well, he may not see me. Let's see. I can get past him without him noticing me. See the one there with the yellow triangle over his head? Yeah, I guess he's not going to notice me. We got over here quick enough. But if he does follow you guys, make sure to kill him over here, okay? You don't want him following you into the next area. Probably still won't see me if I'm super quiet. Normally he sees me and I have to fight him by now. But not this time around. See, now we have 2 enemies right here. We don't need to eavesdrop on them. We just need to kill one. And then, you know, spam through the other one using R1, okay? So we'll hop down here, kill this enemy, spam R1, boom. Nobody should be following you at this point, see? And that guy over there, you know, like I said, you want to kill him on the other side. If not, he's going to follow you in here. You'll have to fight all 3 of these enemies at once, right? And like I said, if you're a beginner player, you know, not really confident with being attacked by mobs in this game, that's going to be a little bit tricky for you guys. So just make sure you fight him one-on-one or get lucky like I did. Kill these enemies in the same order I did. Then we'll head up here. Now, be careful in this area because if you go up too far, you're going to spawn in the bull, okay? We want to sneak up on this guy. Get the stealth death blow. Switch to our loaded shuriken, okay? We just want to wait. See how this guy's noticing me right here? So you kill this guy and then you just wait. This guy will always attack you. Like that. We'll back over here in the corner because we, like I said, we don't want to get too far up into this arena because the bull will come out and then we have to worry about the bull and the enemies, right? Now, in order to get the 3rd guy, because he's never going to turn around, switch to your shuriken, target him from here. The first shuriken is going to knock down the wood, and and the second one should be able to pull him over to you, okay? Then again, we'll back over into this corner. He does have a spear. You guys may have to run around a little bit. You can also kick off of him like this. See that? See how I'm kicking off of him like that? And then spam the R1 on the way down. That's another way you guys can take him out. Because you don't really have enough room to run around, although you can. You just have to make sure that you stay kind of back in that area, okay? Because once you get too far up, like I said, the bull will come out. Now, we want to make sure we set up a safety save. That way you guys don't have to make that run again, since we got all the enemies killed. Okay, so we'll save data, copy it. Boom. Then when we spawn back in, we're probably going to be either in the arena or we'll be just outside of the gate. We can just walk in there and we can fight this mini boss as many times as we need to. See that? I love how they ragdolled back in. But yeah, we're right here at the gate. All the enemies are dead. It's just us and the mini boss. Now, I want you guys to notice a few things. We've got some obstacles in the area that we cannot destroy. Okay. We also have walls on both sides, and it's not that wide in here. I mean, it is for just us, but obviously when you get a bull in this arena, it's really not that big of a space, right? So what we're going to need to do, as soon as the bull spawns in, we do not want to fall back this far into the map. Actually, what we want to do is lock on to the bull. And as soon as we lock on, we just want to back away toward the camera. Of course, our back will be toward the camera when we do that because we'll be locked on. And that's going to cause the bull to turn and start running the other way. When the bull starts to run the other way, all we need to do is follow it. Okay. The trick to this entire fight is to just stay behind the bull. Very simple. Okay. The only time you guys are going to get in trouble in this fight is if the bull charges you, meaning you're not behind it, you're in front of it. And at that point, all you have to do while you're locked on is stand in one spot. As soon as you start to see it come towards you, sprint backwards. That's all you got to do. Now, of course, you're not going to be running toward the camera like I am now because you're going to be locked on. So your back is going to be toward the camera, but you're going to be scooting back in this direction. Does that make sense? And as soon as you do that, just pick a side, left or right, hold down the O button. So you'll sprint toward the camera, and then you'll either choose left or right, and the bull will miss you. See what I mean? Now, it's not every time the bull is going to miss you because just of the nature of this fight, the arena is not that big. Sometimes you may lose your lock on because the camera is going to be all over the place, especially when you're over here near these walls. It's not 100% guaranteed. You may take a shot or two along the way, but you guys have the backup save. You've got, 4 healing gourds, so you should be pretty good to go. Okay. We're going to go up here again. As soon as we see the bull, we're going to target and then back up. See me targeting. I'm backing up. See how he turns. Now we're just going to follow him. It's like this. Stay behind him as best you can and watch him destroy all the obstacles in the environment. See that? All you have to do is, whichever side he turns to, just follow him. See that? Now, eventually he's going to stop. I thought he was going to stop there, but he didn't. Let me show you what to do if he charges you. Yeah, I'm standing here. Back away. Pick a side. Get behind him. See that? Reset the fight. Now let's go ahead and add some damage into this. Notice that when he turns, we'll do a charged R1 as he's running away. See that? We'll set this up again for you guys. See how he stopped now? And I go right behind him again. Now see, he stopped again at that point. I'm just going to run away. Choose a side and get behind him again. See this? I could actually hit him now if I wanted to. Even with a charged R1, I could hit him. See that? Just always stand behind him. Real simple. Now go ahead and switch to your firecracker. And anytime that he stops, we're going to throw a firecracker and get about 3 or 4 hits in and then get out of there. See how he stopped? Go to firecracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then get out of there. See that? Reset the fight. Stationary. Target him. Wait till he comes at you like that. Back away. Choose a side. Get behind him. Charge the R1. Hit him when he's running away. Wait till he stops. When he stops, throw the firecracker. That time I actually stunned him. You can get about maybe 5 hits or so in when you stun him. Depends on the lock on and the camera angles, but you definitely get some hits in like that. If you can hit him in the face, you take off a lot of health. It's going to take a little bit longer if you guys are hitting him kind of in the back like that, but it's safe. See that? He stops. Back away. Just like that. See that? Try to get behind him again. Now notice where the lock on is. It's around his neck. That's not what I guess that's good and bad for us, right? Because, let me get my hits in, then get away. The problem is that if you do your charged R1 late, then you're going to be in front of him when you actually land the charged R1. And then he's going to hit you with the horns. That makes sense? So you have to go kind of late as he's running away with the charged R1. Like right there, I almost got hit because I went early. I was trying to show you that it's a bad position if you go early. Notice how I'm waiting now. I'm trying to actually hit him in the back, or I'm aiming for the back. Right? Sometimes it depends on how quick he turns. Now he's bucking around like a crazy one. That's it. As soon as he lays down like that, he's good to go, guys. Come up here, get your death blow. So this is a fun fight. It's definitely a change of pace because we're so used to fighting human type enemies. There's our 4th prayer bead, by the way. So it can be a little bit tricky. You guys may need to play that a few times, but I think you get the point, right? The toughest part is just making sure that when he charges you from the front, that you know that you can just remain stationary and then back away. He's always going to try to swing his horns wherever you were. So you don't want to constantly sprint away from him because he'll just keep running. See what I mean? And then you're going to run out of arena. You got nowhere to turn and he's going to hit you. But the trick is to stop. Make him think that's where you're going to be at when he swings his horns, and then you're just simply not there. And then as soon as he swings, you go around the back and you're good, right? Like I was talking about with his neck, you're aiming for his rear, basically, right? The back of him. But the lock on's going to constantly be around his neck. So you have to do your charged R1 late so that you're hitting his back when he's running away. And like I said, if you guys can hit his neck or his face, you do a little bit more damage, but you're also going to be in his way when he's trying to get out of there, right? And he might buck you with his horns, and that's going to do a lot of damage. So make sure you're always behind him, and that will set you guys up for a successful fight against the Blazing Bull. There's our prayer bead. We're also going to get Shinobi Medicine rank 2. We talked about that back at the ogre fight. Now, as soon as you hit OK, these enemies are going to want to come in here through the gate and try to kill you. You can skip them by just running through, coming over here, waiting for a few seconds, right? And then just keep hitting square and rest. They'll despawn and you guys will be safe. Now, let's go ahead and enhance our physical attributes. You see right there that we have 4 of 4 prayer beads, right? So we're going to make our vitality go to 12. Give that a second. There's our second prayer necklace. See that? Vitality 12, attack power 2. We're going to again set up a save, lock in all that progress so you guys don't have to fight the bull again. Okay, copy, save it, copy it over. That's it. Back to the game. Remember how I was telling you guys that this is pretty much a boss rush mode, right? Mini boss fight after mini boss fight, then throwing a boss fight. Look at this. Boom. Right up the stairs here, another mini boss. I told you. One after the other, which is good. Makes the game a lot more action-packed, right? We'll hop up here.
I'm sure you are all aware already. This coming battle will determine the fate of all Ashina. We go now to risk our lives for Lord ENSHIN and the peoples of Ashina. We are Ashina! We are unbreakable! Yeah! For Ashina!
I wanted you guys to hear that because we're about to break this fool. So we'll come up here with our shuriken. kill these enemies, go over here for cover, right? Time your shots. You can even do it like this if you want to, right? Back and forth like that. Wait for them to fire first. You guys can hit any target that you want to. We're going to end up killing all these smaller enemies first. Again, we want to isolate the mini boss. Set up a save. Just in case. Then take them out. Again, just time those shots. You guys are good. Now, once you've killed all 4, we can head up here. Jump again. Just wait to see if this enemy will reset. Yeah, he's already reset. I don't hear anything in my... I'm actually playing this without any game sound. So, see how he's reset now? You got the 2 dots. Set up a save. Some of you might be wondering why I'm playing the game with no sound. I don't know. Some games, I cannot record live commentary if I hear the game audio. I just can't. And it's just some games. And this is just one of them. I tried it in my practice run. And because typically during my practice runs, I will do a kind of a practice commentary. What am I going to talk about? How am I going to explain this? And I couldn't do it. So what I have right now is my headset to my right on a table. And I can barely hear that. So it's just enough audio so that I know what's happening in the game. But it's so faint that it doesn't interrupt my commentary. It's just one of those things, man. It's weird. But that's why. So I can't hear anything right now. I don't hear no sound effect. Well, I take it back. I mean, I hear a little bit, to my right, but not like you would hear it if your headphones were on your head, right? Because of where we saved at, it should put us up here on the rooftops. I don't know if he'll be back in his starting position or not, but most of the time he's just walking back to his starting position. So we'll see where he is. Yeah, see? Up here on the rooftops, and he is... Yep, he's in his starting position, which is great. Because I don't like trying to jump down on these enemies, guys, if they're moving. Because a lot of times if you jump off and they're moving, you'll miss, okay? And then they'll see you, and of course you got to, reload your save, or now you got to take off 2 life bars, right? So just make sure that they're completely stationary when you go diving off the rooftops, right? So let's get our death blow in. Just like that. And then just keep spamming. You can probably get about 2 hits here before he starts to block you. And now we're just going to do our sweet thing, guys. Run around. Make him swing first. This should be a fairly standard mini boss fight for us at this point. Trying to get those quick shots in. You can charge that jump attack. Anytime he jumps straight up like that, you can get that charged R1 in. You just saw there that he has his own version of the charged R1. You guys see that? Boom, quick attack. You can also add in a firecracker here if you guys want. I'll show you that in a second. Boom. I'm gonna wait for the double attack because that's the safest. Well, not necessarily the safest, but it gives you guys the biggest window of opportunity to be able to get those shots in like that charged R1. Wish he would do the double. He's not done the double yet, I don't think. Got you. Got you. Charge it up when he jumps like that. You can abuse it. This guy does have a little bit more reach than the other ones of this type. So you do have to keep your distance and your spacing a little bit wider. But all in all, it's the same fight. Kind of wish he would do the double. I might end up killing him before he does the double. And I want to show you guys how to add in this firecracker attack. I don't want to go to the right because he's too close to that wall. Oh, he's getting... See how silly he is right now? He's turned around. I definitely could have got some shots in there. Anytime they show their back to you, it's a free shot. And that's the power of running around like this, is that they don't know how to keep up with you. It's kind of funny to watch when you think about it. There we go. There's the double. So you do that. Firecracker. Charge the R1. See, you get 2 attacks in there. Boom. I should have did the charged R1 there. I don't know what I was thinking. Take it. Probably could have killed him right there. Could have thrown a firecracker, done another charged R1, and that would have been it. One more hit will do. Should be. Here we go. Ball game. That's it, guys. Just that simple. Gonna get another prayer bead. I told you guys we're gonna be focused on those. Okay, so let's get the loot. Head back this way. Got 8 skill points saved up. All right, we're gonna again hit another safety save here to lock in that progress. The next part is not hard, but it's a mob of enemies, and this will be the first, real time that we've experienced a mob of enemies in the game so far. We've had, little small engagements with 2 enemies at once and stuff like that, but there's a total of 7 enemies where we're going. So I want to make sure you guys have everything saved up. We need to get a merchant to move back to the temple, and in order to do that, we need to kill 7 enemies or so in an alleyway, and then the merchant will move. And it's a combination of there's a dog down there, there's a couple of swordsmen, we've got a gunner down there, we've got 2 guys with spears. So not only is it a mob, but they're all different. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you guys how I like to clear them out once we load back in here. The cool thing about this merchant is once we clear the alleyway, we talk to him, he's gonna move back to the temple, and then we can buy a gourd seed from him. And he's also going to have some other items that we can use for, curing poison and some other status effects. And they're unlimited purchases from him. Some of these vendors, you can only buy so many. They'll have like a number when you go to purchase items. He's got some stuff in there that's infinite. So we definitely want him to move. So we'll hop up here. You should have 15 spirit emblems. Okay. Switch to your loaded shuriken. We're going to come over here. Focus. See that guy right there? He's a guy with a spear. And then this guy has a spear. So these are the guys that you want to focus on, okay? So we're going to hit that guy. Then we're going to hit that guy. Then we're going to come back over here and chill for a few seconds. Okay? Come over here. Look for the dog. Should be walking around with 2 guys. Yep, there he is. Kill the dog just because it's a one-hit kill. Right, then we're going to come over here and chill for a few more seconds. We're just letting these enemies forget about us, basically. That guy still knows we're here, but I can probably... Nah, he's still able to block it. This is where I really wish I could hear the game. There we go. I can see him resetting now. Do that. We get another hit in. We come back over here. Hit the other guy. Because those are going to be your biggest threat when you get down there. And then the dog. Now the dog is super easy to kill, obviously, but it runs around in junk. And if you're focused on it, the other guys are going to come in and hit you, right? So if we take care of the spear guys, then we're only left with just swordsmen, which we're, by this stage in the game, you guys are going to be very comfortable with them. And there's going to be 1 gunner down there, but they're easy to kill. So we're just going to wait. I think they might be. He's close to being. I can probably get him from here because his back is turned toward me. Okay, cool. He's resetting again. Nice. Boom, get that in. Come back over here, hit the other guy. This takes a little bit of time, but it's very safe. Now, if you guys, if you're more advanced with the game, I should say, and you've already bought the Makiri counter, maybe you're working on that skill tree, then you can just go down there and own them, right? Just go down there and do the Makiri counter, and those fools are really simple. Let's go over here and see if they've reset. Yes. So this should kill him. And then the next one should kill the other spear guy. Boom. So those are your biggest threats out of the way. The dog is out of the way. Okay. Now you want to focus on the guy down there. You see him with the this guy. It'll let me target him. Yeah. Now you want to focus on getting some hits on that guy. Everybody else should be very simple for you at this point. Like I said, this takes some time, but it's very safe. But like I said, if you guys are more advanced, you feel more comfortable with the combat, you can just go down there and own all these fools, right? You know what you're doing, so have at it. All I care about is that you guys get the alley clear. How fast you do it and how you do it is really up to you. That's the cool thing about these guys, is that I'm just giving you advice. You know, whether you follow the advice or not is really up to you. See what I mean? I always leave it up for you guys to kind of make it your own. This guy, I think he's forgot about me. Yes. So what, maybe 2 more hits and he'll be dead. So basically we're just using our loaded shurikens to thin these guys out. That way when we drop down, you know, we've got a few enemies left. Maybe they're even weak because we put a shuriken in them, right? And then it's pretty simple. You can also go down there with firecrackers if you want to. And just stun them, right? Get them that way. I can't really lock on to the guy that I want to right now. Maybe I can. Yeah, okay, 1 more shot and he's dead. The reason why I'm not throwing more than 1 shuriken at a time is because if you do that a lot of times, because at that point they know where you are, right? Because they're tracing the path of the shuriken and they'll block it. They'll block your next shuriken and it'll be a waste of your spirit emblem, right? I like to just wait a few seconds and then go back and obviously if they're not looking at you, then they don't know where you are and you can get a hit. And I noticed that he has went around the corner. I'm pretty sure that's my guy, right? No, he's still here. But the other guy did go around the corner. That guy, that will sometimes happen. And in order to get the merchant to move, you have to kill all 7 enemies. So if you guys are talking to the merchant and he's not moving, it's because one of the enemies in the alleyway here went around that corner. You actually don't want that to happen because when you turn that corner, there's a bunch of enemies around there and you just don't want to have to fight all of them. So I would just go back to the save if I were you guys, to the safety save. I mean, you can fight them if you want to, because you're going to have to find that dude that you're missing, if that makes sense. So I had that happen in my practice run and I was like, what the heck is going on here? I've killed all the enemies just like I did in the previous run, right? And it's not giving me credit. But that was the reason why one of them had snuck around the corner and I didn't know that. So I had to load back up my save and then I eventually figured it out. So be careful about that. Always watch that alleyway down there. Has this dude lost me by now? Boom. Maybe I can get him. I was hoping I could get him 1 more time. I've only got 2 more shurikens. In fact, I'm just going to go down there and kill him with my firecracker. If I can speed. I think you guys get the point, right? Go at your own pace. Do your own thing. But you definitely want to make sure that you kill all 7. In fact, I'm going to get a cheap hit on this guy. I don't think he sees me yet. It'll let me lock on. There we go. Get a free kill on him. Then I'm going to charge this guy. Kill him. Should only have 1 more left. See that charged R1, man? It almost murked him. It almost took off all of his health. But yeah, you see this right here, guys, this little corner. That's what I was telling you all about. Just make sure that they don't sneak around that corner and you guys should be good. Okay. So we'll come up here, talk to the merchant.
You're not one of the samurai of this castle, are you, friend? You look like a shinobi, a skilled one.
Say yes.
That's right.
I thought so. Well, you sure got me out of the pot. You see, some unfortunate things happened. And then they were after me day and night. I was at the end of my rope. But boy, did you show them. Here, take this with my thanks.
All right, he's going to give us the Nightjar Beacon memo. We'll take it.
See, I deal in information. It's how I make my living.
All right, give it a few seconds. Talk to him again.
Yeah, you still need something? Oh, sorry, but I don't do business in dangerous places like this. He who fights and runs away, you know. Maybe we'll cross paths again someday.
Once he says maybe we'll cross paths again someday, he's going to go back to the temple. Okay, the next time you rest and all that good stuff, he's going to be gone. So that's all we need for now. Again, if he doesn't say that for you guys, it's because there's some enemies around that corner, or your game is infected with dragon rot and he may not be moving because you need to cure dragon rot. So of course you'll have to go get the blood sample. You guys should have already had a tutorial in the game by now for that. And of course cure him. I've never had dragon rot this early in the game where he didn't fulfill the quest line, but it does depend on how many times you die. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's rest, get our health back, get all of our spirit emblems back. And we're going to lock in that as well as a save, because we're about to have to make a very interesting run to another idol. And there's some dangerous enemies up there. There's a specific path you guys can take and it's fairly easy, but just in case, I want you guys to lock in this progress. All right, guys, let's head this way. Like I said, this is a pretty, it's a dangerous run, but I'm gonna show you guys how to get through it. First time I got here, I was like, what in the heck is going on? Because there's enemies up on these rooftops and you've never experienced them yet in the game. And they're doing ninja flips and they're throwing shurikens at you and it just gets wild. What you want to do is run this way, grapple, sprint, and just do not stop and stay on this side. And this enemy that's flying in like Superman will not be able to hit you, right? Just keep running. Now you want to hug this wall, keep going. And then boom, grapple up to the window and you're done. And I know that looked really easy. The first time I got here, I died like, I don't know, 5 times or so. Like it was pretty frustrating. I was like, where am I even supposed to go when I get, you know, to the rooftop? I didn't know this window was over here. You know what I mean? So they were just owning me left and right. So it looks simple, but if it's your first time there and you don't have a guide, it can be pretty deadly. So grab the Fistful of Ash and then look, we're going to pick up another Gourd seed. This is going to be your 4th one that you've picked up, which is great for us. We'll come over here, get the idol. Go ahead and rest, get any health back that you lost. And just in case, another save. And I know that seems like a lot, but I have to understand that for some people, what we just did is extremely difficult. For some people. Just the way it works. I've been making guides for so long on YouTube and I've heard so many comments from players and gamers, and this idea where we think that every gamer plays a game like we do. I can't have that mentality when I make guides. You see what I'm saying? Then you're not going to make good guides, because you're going to make guides where only certain skill levels can reproduce your gameplay, and it just doesn't work that way. I have to assume that everybody, right, who watches my guides is struggling the most with the game. And that's how I kind of tackle my guides, right? And that little section, for some people, it's tough. All right, guys, we'll head this way. Stealth kill this guy. Get his coins or whatever, his loot. Open up this door. Now what we're going to do is wait for this guy right here directly in front of me to turn his back. Sneak up behind him. Death blow. Then we're going to wait for the lady. Cross in front of us. Her out. And then we got one more left. Done. Just that easy, guys. Now, there's going to be 2 guys in this next room. See that? What we're going to do is death blow the first guy, firecracker the second guy, and then you see the item over there. That's an Ico sugar. We need that. And then behind that is a secret wall. Okay. So that's kind of the path we're going to take here. So death blow, firecracker. If he hits you, just firecracker him a second time. Like that. Grab the sugar, hit the secret wall, and you're good. Sometimes he won't hit you, sometimes he will, but his shot won't kill you, right? Just take the shot like I did, back up a little bit, firecracker again, and you guys will be good. Grab the light coin purse and the heavy coin purse, that's 600 free coins. And then look at here, what do you know? Another prayer bead for you guys. Boom. Currently the wolf has 2 beads in his possession. Now we're going to hit right on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, and then that's going to be taking us back to the last communed idol. All right, now what we want to do is just run this way. You can sprint through here. Now we don't have to kill that enemy. Dive off, grapple. Now there's going to be a door over there. Door over here. See that? One of them has enemies, one of them doesn't. We're obviously going in the direction of where the enemies are, right? Focus on the one at the top. Jump off. R1. Then we're going to sprint this way. There's some treasure in here that we need to get, but there's going to be enemies behind us, and we don't want to have to fight them while we're trying to get the treasure. Look at those cool iframes we're getting there. Hold down O. Sprint out of there. Grapple up top. Jump. We want to kill the spear guy here because he always drops a heavy coin purse. See that? You don't have to kill the other guy. We just want to kill the spear guy. Run over here. And if you get over here quick enough, you can rest before the sword guy comes over here. Right? And you can just reset everybody. Okay. Sometimes he'll come over here and want to fight you. If he does, you've got all this space to fight him, guys. Okay. Just make sure that you kill him. We just want to activate this idol for a little bit later on. And now we want to run back through in the opposite direction. This time we don't have to kill anybody in here. And pick up the treasures that we missed. And this time we're going to be coming in from behind these enemies, right? So they're not going to see us for a few seconds. And it's going to give us time to grab the treasure chest. We don't need the 2 items. Just what's in the treasure chest. This is not a prayer bead, but it is another prosthetic tool called the Sabimaru. This actually inflicts poison on the enemies, and we're going to use that for a mini boss coming up. So press X. You can see that they're over there. They noticed us. That's fine. We'll come over here, take a left, jump into the water, right on the D-pad, and of course we're going to go back to. Actually, let's go back to the temple. We're going to go back to the temple. Go ahead and fit up that prosthetic. We're about to take on that mini boss, and we're going to need that poison on that mini boss. All right, we'll head over here and talk to the sculptor.
Oh, I see you've acquired something quite interesting. A mechanical barrel. It's a mechanism that can serve as the very core of the prosthetic. Hand it here. I'll fit it to the arm for you.
What difference does the barrel make?
With a versatile base such as this, I can use various purifying agents to further hone that fang of yours.
Purifying agents?
Purifying agents are materials that can be used together with the barrel. Things like gunpowder and scrap metal. So if you find something of that sort, be sure to bring it my way.
There we go. Mechanical barrel fitted to Shinobi prosthetic. And then he was giving us an idea about how we're going to be able to upgrade our prosthetic later, which of course we're going to be doing in New Game Plus. There's a ton of items that we're going to need to collect, as well as a lot of coins. So let's present him with our prosthetic. Let's fit the new prosthetic. We're going to again fit both of these, Sabimaru and the Miss Raven feathers. Okay. And there's no need to upgrade for now. We'll just hit O.
If you want more forms for that fang of yours, you'll need to search for more Shinobi tools. There's no turning back from this path now. The least I can do is load your arm.
Let's take all this stuff off and put on the Sabimaru. Okay. And then we want to make sure we talk to Emma on our way out because we have another gourd seed to give her.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
Like, yes. Boom.
Goodbye.
Just like that. Now we're going to have 5 instead of 4 once we rest again. Let's fast travel to the upper tower antechamber in the Ashina castle right here. Now all we need to do at this point, guys, is walk through here. You can run if you want to. I'm walking just to make it really slow for you guys so you can see. And then we're just going to jump up here and grapple. Okay. And you want to sprint through here, fall off the edge, keep running straight. To the left is going to be some stairs. Take the stairs, take a left, go all the way to the back of the room and rest. Now you want to make that run while you're sprinting because sometimes these enemies will follow you up the stairs and then you have to fight them up here before you can rest, right? So once you get on top of that area, you want to sprint and hit those stairs, okay? Let's go ahead and see, we've already got our Sabimaru on. Make sure you have that on, guys. Let's make a save, okay? In fact, we'll go ahead and open up the door before we save. That way, if you guys die, you won't have to open up the door every time. But that's the mini boss right there, okay? So we'll let that kick in. In fact, we'll remove the Sabimaru. We'll put it back on. That way we get a save. See the blue flame in the top right? Then bam, set up the save in case you guys die. Okay, set that up. Save data, copy. Bam, just like that, guys. All right, here's what we want to do. We want to go into this room. We want to target him. We want to sprint to him. And we want to just spam R2 and get him poisoned. And we want to do that before he fully stands up and starts his attack routine, correct? That way we can get some cheap, cheap shots in, right? So we'll come in here, sprint, spam R2, and just wait. See the poison trickling down? Having a hard time locking on to him. There we go. Seems like I read something about the patch notes that it was going to affect the poison. Like the Sabimaru was going to be affected by the patch, and it looks like it was. I feel like I did more poison damage there than I normally do with this mini boss, which is really good. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to wait for the patch. When it comes to this guy, notice his hand is trying to draw his blade at all times. Keep watching his hand, okay? I'm fading in and out. I'm getting closer each time. Watch for the flash of light. He does it. See that? As soon as you see the flash of light, guys, he's going to attack. That's the cue, right? When you see that, you counter with the Sabimaru, right? Get the poison damage. And it's definitely doing more poison damage because normally I have to do it 3 times to get him down to 0. That time I only had to do it twice. Now what you want to do at this point, do the same thing and just hit him 1 time because you're in death blow territory, right? And now we're going to rinse and repeat with poison again. Real simple. But now if he hits you, he's going to do a lot of damage. You do have to be careful, but you guys can just back up and heal, right? Boom. Back away. Wait for the poison to do its job. So that might come in handy for a couple of other mini bosses in this guide that I don't have us using currently in the guide. Like I don't have us using the Sabimaru because I was like, the poison damage is not, good enough for that particular mini boss. But now it may be. That's why I wanted to wait for the patch. That's why I think it might be smart for me down the line to just become a backlog channel, not try to cover games that the crazy happened with my sprint. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, about being a backlog channel. Yeah, like a 30-day out channel, not really covering games on the first day. Because man, these patches, I remember I covered Outlast 2 back in the day. And I put up a guide for the, that should be it right there. I put up a guide for the hardest difficulty, or I forget which run it was called or for what trophy it was for. There's a prayer bead, by the way. And as soon as I posted it, a patch came out. and changed like a lot of the run, and I had to redo that entire thing. And that's what I was almost gonna have to do with this, you know. I had to stop. I think it was around Monday when I stopped recording because I knew the patch was coming, or Sunday it was. I can't remember which day it was. Let's fast travel to Ashina Castle right here, guys. And you know, I don't know. It might just be smarter for me to give these games time to breathe before I start writing guides for them, man. Because sometimes these patches, they drastically change the game. Like I said, Outlast 2 is a prime example. And it just forces you to do extra work, right? So we'll see how it goes in the future. I've been thinking about it for quite some time. All right, so here we are, Ashina Castle. Let's go ahead and set up another save since we defeated that mini boss. Lock in that progress. And we're almost done with this episode. The big one. Big episode. Lots of stuff to do. Like I told you guys, tons of mini bosses. Like every 5-10 minutes, man, gonna be a mini boss, which is pretty cool. And most of your prayer beads are gonna come from you know, mini bosses. You're gonna find some in some treasure chests and like some items that you can find in the environment, but most of them are gonna be coming from the mini bosses. So the game forces you to kill the stronger enemies in the game in order to get your own, you know, vitality increased, which I think is a pretty cool idea. But I know that some of the mini bosses is probably what's stopping you guys from playing this game if you tried to play it before. Because some of the mini bosses, depending on which one it is, can be tougher than the actual bosses, believe it or not. So that's why I really wanted to make this guide. I've been itching to get it up, man, because you know, Days Gone comes out in like 2 days or so. So I'm trying to get this done, but man, when I heard about the patch, I was like, I can't do it. I gotta wait. I got to see, you know, I got to see what that patch does to the game and if I need to adjust anything in the guide, right? So sometimes you just have to wait and make sure that what you're putting out is the best. And I knew that if I waited for the patch, it would be, you know, the best it could be. It would more mimic what you guys are playing at home, right? Okay, so we want to come over here, grapple, take a left, and grab the light coin purse right here. Now we want to come over here and take a left. You guys will remember this. This is the Ashina Reservoir. Down there is the tutorial fight down there from the beginning of the game. Remember? Back there in that pagoda is where Kuro was. We met Kuro. So it's kind of leading us full circle here. We'll jump down here like this. There'll be an enemy right here. You normally sneak up behind him. There you go. Get that death blow. Same thing for this enemy. And then we just want the item on the right. And then we want a homeward idol out of here. Back to our last communed idol. All right, let's switch back to take the Sabimaru off. We're gonna put on the firecracker, the loaded shuriken, and the axe, okay? And let's make sure we're on our healing gourd. Remember, press right on the D-pad. We're gonna come this way. We need to grab a key off of the guy on the right. Come up here, try to get the stealth death blow in. Boom. Then you can sprint away from this guy. Go to firecracker down. And then that way you can kill him. Just like that. Okay. Get the gatehouse key. Let's pick that up. Now we want to run this way. Gonna be an enemy down here with the bell and some dogs. Pretty dangerous enemy. We're gonna skip them. All right, just keep going. Switch to your loaded shuriken, by the way. When you get down here, just keep going. Turn around. See if these dogs follow you. If they do, hit them with the shuriken. Okay. Yeah, well, if it'll let me target. There we go. Perfect. Then you can rest at the idol. Okay. A lot of times if you don't do that when you're resting, your back's going to be turned and the dog's going to come up and hit you, right? You're gonna be like, what the heck is attacking me? It's the dog. Reset the world. Oh, did it not reset? I don't think I hit rest. Too busy looking at my notes. Make sure you guys rest, reset the world, and then we want to come back here and grab some more money right here. Look at that, another heavy coin purse. Now, I'm gonna head this way. Again, we're gonna skip these enemies, just grapple up. You can skip these enemies too, even though we just killed them. Skip them. Jump down here. We can grab this. Fistful of Ash. You guys know we're definitely always going to be picking that up. Sprint out this way. Grapple across. Jump across and then sprint to this guy and do a spin and slash and kill him. He will alert everybody in this area, guys, with the little pan or whatever if you guys don't kill him. Even if he alerts them, you probably can still do what we're about to do, because all we're going to do is come up here and open up this with the gatehouse key that we just picked up from the guard and get these items, and then we're just going to homeward idle out of here. So you still might be able to make this happen, but, you know, just keep it simple. Try to kill that fool, right? Boom, another prosthetic tool, okay? The broken horn, definitely need that. Then look, heavy coin purse, okay? And then we'll just homeward idle out of here. Last communed idle. All right, now there's a merchant right here. The Memorial Mob merchant, let's talk to him.
Care to purchase an offering?
Another one.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the Memorial Mob. We, the impure, cannot turn a blind eye to anyone. Go ahead, buy an offering.
Okay, so let's sell some items. We need 1,400 coins. I currently have 1,074. You guys should have about that much if you've been killing everything that I have been killing. If you look here on the right, I have 5 heavy coin purses. I have 5 light coin purses. So you're gonna have enough coins regardless, right? Just make sure you sell enough to get 1,400 in your inventory. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell 4 of these. Gives me 1,474. That's all I need to do in my game. Again, 1,400 is the mark, guys. Then we're gonna purchase all the way down at the bottom for 1,400 another prayer bead, which is really cool. To make that happen for 1,400.
Where you find the departed, you'll find the Memorial Mob. Wherever your travels take you, make sure you bring some offerings with you.
Then we'll come over here. Enhance our physical attributes. See, we got 4 out of 4 prayer beads again. Now we're going to have a vitality of 13. Third prayer necklace. Boom. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up another save here, because we're about to make a long run to a new area. Locking all that progress. Save data, copy. All right, guys, hit right on the D-pad. Make sure you're on your healing gourd. It's gonna sprint, and we're just gonna go straight. No matter what happens, just keep running straight, okay? All the way through. Skipping all these enemies. All the way down to the idol. Now, we don't have to rest. We just want to make sure that we activate the idol. So just sit at it, but you don't actually have to hit rest, right? Press O. We can skip this item, jump into the water. Gonna be 3 enemies up here, I believe. I think we're gonna maybe have to fight the one on the right, but we should be able to get in and out of here without them even noticing us. We'll hop up here, hop into the boat, grab the Ico sugar, and then directly in front of us, we've got 2 items. See the 2 items right there? We're going for the one on the right. The light coin purse. Then sprint over here, and you're out of there. You don't have to fight any of those enemies. sprint past all these guys. They will not follow you into this room. Hit the elevator and then just wait. Okay. Wait for the elevator. That's going to take us to the next idol. And that is going to wrap up this episode. It's like that. Hit this switch on the back wall. I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying the run so far. If you've been struggling with this game, I really hope that this guide is making it easy for you guys. And let me know in the comments, you know, how I'm doing. I really put a lot of time into this one. We'll come over here. We'll rest at this idol. And guys, that wraps up episode number 3. Set up a safety save here, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good.